Timeout.
Welcome to Timeout with, they didn't change the name of this show, except slightly. It's Timeout with Nick, where we're going to be talking about all things prep football here for the next couple of minutes, I guess. Where we have some very surprising breaking news. Well, okay, not really. Norfolk Catholic is number one. We know that. You don't need me to tell you that. You don't need some guy who covered football 2 years ago to tell you that. Heck, the squirrels that are running around downtown could have probably told you that. That is how loaded Norfolk Catholic is this year. Defending champions in Class C1, dropping down to Class C2. They still have 16 seniors on the roster, including a couple of Division I recruits. Ethan Piper, who has already committed to Nebraska. Dylan Couts has gotten an offer from Minnesota. A couple of other seniors that would keep an eye out for this year. Receiver Jack Marsden and Jalen Robinson on the line. You can't miss Jalen Robinson. He's only 6'3", 355. Norfolk Catholic, though, they do have a new schedule, minus a couple of teams, especially when you open the season at Pierce. Norfolk Catholic, though, has a new district. They revived the rivalry with Battle Creek. They play an old conference opponent in Stanton, Hartington Cedar Catholic, Crofton, Ponca, teams that, for the most part, Norfolk Catholic has played in the past. Expectations are high. They are so high that Max Preps even picked Norfolk Catholic, not some team in Omaha or Lincoln. They picked Norfolk Catholic as a top team in Nebraska this fall. How do you handle these kinds of expectations? That was one of the things we talked about with head coach Jeff Beller.
Yeah, complacency is a very ugly word in athletics, and so I try not to be that way myself. I try not to get our athletes to be that way, and that's just something that we have to continue to build on, to tell them, hey, if you want a shot at being the best, you've got to earn that. You got to go work on it, because there are a lot of people out there that are working hard.
Staying inside city limits, Norfolk High went 4-6 a year ago, made the state playoffs though, even though they had just the 4 wins in the regular season. They have 20 returning letter winners, including starting quarterback Brandon Hart, their top 2 running backs, and 3 of their top 4 wide receivers. That's not where graduation hit them, though. Graduation hit them hard on the lines, lost 2 of their 3 starters on the defensive line, and 7 of their top 9 players on the offensive line. And for Norfolk High, position battles are expected to linger all the way into the season. Start this season on Friday night against Columbus. Speaking of teams with a new look, Lutheran High is dropped down to 8-man for the first time since 2003. But they have 4 senior returners on the offensive and defensive line. Connor Wilcox, Jake McEwen, Jeremiah Nichols. Also some talent in the skill positions. You got a transfer in Calvin Watts, who was ineligible a year ago. Got a couple of key juniors in quarterback Jackson Kent, Logan Nitz. Lutheran High will open their season a week from Friday against Winnebago. Being an 8-man team, you only get 8 games in the regular season. Their bye week is the first week of the season, so they'll play 8 straight games before hopefully ending a streak of 3 straight years that they have missed the playoffs. All this changed for Lutheran High Northeast, though. Talked to Coach Darren Sucksdorf about it. It's actually pretty exciting. Have a listen to what he said.
Biggest thing as coaches, we had to learn some of the schematics of 8-man, and I think the hardest part defensively has been for us, but we got a great staff that we've gone to a lot of clinics and talked to a lot of coaches, and I think we got a great system figured out. It's not going to be perfect week 1. I know we're going to make adjustments every week, but I like where our base is coming in. If we can continue to get better offensively and defensively, I think we can eventually figure the game out.
Look for all of our ratings in Thursday's edition of the Norfolk Daily News. We've got a full fall sports preview section, capsules of all the teams. Even look for football, volleyball, cross country, golf, Northeast Community College, Wayne State. Lots coming up pretty quick for you. Until next time, I'm Nick Bench of the Norfolk Daily News, and thanks for taking a time out with us.